Sorry, the music just stops as I appear on camera. Hello, friends. Hello. I might turn this down slightly, as epic as it is. Okay. What's up, gang? How are you all doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy late Sunday stream. I'm getting going here significantly later than I had intended. But I am here. You are here. And it's time to hang out. It's time to chill. It's time to chill with this environmental demo. So you're probably wondering what this is about. And I'll explain it up front here, but you'll know how it goes. I hang out and I yap for the first hour of the stream or whatever. So I'll explain this several times, I'm sure, over the course of the evening. But tonight, we are privileged to be checking out an environmental demo for an upcoming RPG from a member of this community. Someone you all know from the chat here, Captain Vanquisher. And I don't know if Vanquisher is here yet. I don't see Vanquisher in the chat, but I'm going to assume that he is or will be soon. Maybe he's just being quiet. Yeah, I know that Vanquisher has been working on this game for a very long time, and by special request, with a whole pile of potato points, Vanquisher asked if we could check out his game tonight. So that's what we're going to be doing eventually, when we get to it. He wanted to make sure that y'all know the music is placeholder. There's no music in the game yet, so you get to be serenaded with the music of the Elder Scrolls in the meantime, which I appreciate. Elder Scrolls music is always spectacular. But anyway, hi, howdy, hello, how are you? Over on YouTube, I see. I don't know why I'm starting with YouTube tonight. We always start with Twitch, but that's very biased of me. So we're starting with YouTube tonight. Certified first on YouTube goes to Benetti. Benetti, congratulations on certified first. Certified second goes to Tranced, and certified third goes to Fire Goals. Congratulations to our top 3 chat beginners over on YouTube. Over on Twitch, I am not 100% sure, but from what I can see, it looks like Sargon is certified first, Bruce is certified second, and Triber is certified third. So congratulations to our first, second, and third chatters over on Twitch tonight as well. I do hope that I got that correct. Please, Sargon or Bruce, correct me if I am wrong. Congrats on certified third driver. Well done. You might also notice, let's just switch this up. My background has changed a little bit. No longer is it just an empty wall. I finally acquired a piece of furniture to put in this room. I've cleared aside a bunch of the boxes that were back there that you never saw because they're below the camera, but there were boxes there. And I've acquired a shelving unit here. Starkiller 006, thank you for the follow and the welcome to the stream. Well, that's the idea, Elzingo. It's going to be kind of a display situation. I'm going to have, you can sort of see, this is just a very rough, I haven't set it up the way I want, but in each of these cubbies, we're going to have all kinds of nerd stuff, you know, like my gaming systems, figurines, games, whatever. And then on top, well, you can see we've got both our Sleepy Pikachus, our Sleepachus. Howdy, Star Killer, welcome. We finally got the return of Eevee. Eevee is back, y'all. How long have we been missing Eevee for? And some other stuff on top. And then, I haven't done this yet, but on the wall, in behind, up on the wall, it's going to be pegboards with keyboards. All of my keyboards are going to go back there, which I am really hype about because they need a home. They need somewhere where they can be on display and enjoyed. So that's the plan. But yeah, finally I'm having a bit of time to turn my attention to this room and start getting it the way I like. You might also notice I have the microphones in a different position. This is actually how I used to have them, and then I changed it so that they were off camera a little bit. But you know what? I kind of like having the mics on camera. And also, I found that I was hitting them a lot last stream. Some of you might recall how many times did I smack the microphones. And so I think in their current position here, they will be a lot less smackable accidentally. And also, I think it sounds better this way. I think they sound a little tinglier in their current arrangement and orientation. So y'all can let me know if you agree with that or what. But that is my assessment. So, and look who has arrived, Captain Vanquisher with the 37-month resub. Vanquisher, welcome back for another month in the sub club. Captain Vanquisher, aka Alien Test Subject X59ZY, is the developer of the game that we are checking out tonight, the environmental demo for Project Maple Leaf. Project Maple Leaf. Now, Vanquisher, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is a code name. That is a code name for your game here that we are demoing tonight. Is that correct? Or is that the final name? Because I'm not even quite clear on that. Also, Vanquisher, I'm going to be bugging you repeatedly. I'm going to be asking you questions about the game as we go, so be prepared. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, the volume slider, I think it's just because I clicked off of it. I also think what might have happened is when I changed the volume, it might have restarted the music, and now there's two versions of the music on top of one another. I think that might be what's happening. It is codename, the final name you haven't trademarked. Yes, got it. It doesn't save its value. I understand. It's all good. Yeah, so to be clear, y'all, we're going to be checking out this environmental demo for Project Maple Leaf tonight. This is still quite early. Is that right, Vanquisher? This is something you've been working on as a hobbyist, essentially, for quite some time. But, you know, this is an environmental demo. There's lots of systems to be implemented. We should be expecting to run into unfinished areas, unfinished features, bugs, the whole shebang. That's just how game development is. Is that correct? Very early, says Vanquisher. Okay, good to know. So, set your expectations accordingly. But this is something that Vanquisher has been talking about, has mentioned many a time for years now, and I'm really keen to see what he's been doing, what it's all about. And I've seen some screenshots. There are certainly some beautiful areas in this environmental demo. So when we get to it, we're just going to kind of wander. It's going to be like a Wandering in Skyrim episode. Kind of chill like that. So thank you again, Vanquisher, for sharing this with us so we can check it out. Be some of the first people in the world to check out Project Maple Leaf. Also, Seance and Sublime said that Eevee is so cute. I know, isn't it? Eevee's freaking adorable. And just so y'all know, I have reinstated and updated the Pet Eevee and or Pikachu reward now that Eevee is back. And Pikachu. Over on YouTube, Trans, how you doing? Fire Goals, glad you found tonight's beer. Yakinono, great to see you. Michael Griffith, it do be Nick. And it's Michael, how are you? Yakinono says Team YouTube Unite. We love our YouTube gang. I know it's a little quieter over there, but we really appreciate that you join us and that you hang out with us. Venus, will I ever go back to doing keyboard reviews? Yes. In fact, let me show you. I haven't unboxed it yet, but I can give you a little teaser of the next keyboard review you're going to see on the channel here. Just give me a second. It's outside the room. This guy right here is going to be the next review you see on the channel. My first keyboard review in, I don't know, what, a year and a half, something like that. Very long time. Too long. Yeah, this is the Retro 75, or the Retro 80. I don't remember how many keys in this, whatever. From 8-Bit Do. And they reached out a while back, asked if I wanted to check out any other stuff. And I saw this on their website, and I was like, that's beautiful. That is a gorgeous keyboard. I have a thing for like 1980s IBM style aesthetics. And that makes for a hell of a sleeper with this guy, because it's, you know, wireless, Bluetooth, and all that stuff, but it's got the aesthetic of something straight out of the 80s. So, yeah, Benetti, 8-Bit Do makes some really cool peripherals, some really well-regarded peripherals. In addition to the keyboard here, I also have their latest controller, which I think they're Pro 3. So I'm going to be checking that out at some point on the channel as well. But that should be pretty fun when we get to that. Hopefully in the next few weeks. That's the plan. Trobe says, background is looking nice. Can't wait to see the keyboard. Well, thank you, Trobe. This one from 8-Bit Do will happily sit up there with the rest of them. Actually, it might sit on my desk, depending on how much I like it. Is it a functional keyboard, or does it display keyboard? We shall see. But we'll see. I don't know how their keyboards are. Kaio, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Whitebeard, great to have you here. Norgrill, good evening to you. Bishaw, welcome on in. Triber, thank you for making that rain early on in the stream. Dawn's Eternal Light, it is great to see you. Welcome. Glad you're with us tonight. Bisha says, good to be here. I've not been able to join in a while. Well, I'm glad you made it out tonight, Bisha. Glad you made it out tonight. It should be a fun one. It should be a really interesting and unique game experience tonight, because, like I said, we're some of the first people in the world to check out what Captain Vanquisher has been working on. So, Friendly Kodama, welcome on in. Naga said the entire room's wall must be keyboards. I don't know if I can do the entire wall, but it's going to be a lot. I have 4 of the large size IKEA pegboards, so it should basically go from like here-ish all the way over to here-ish. As far as you won't be able to see, it'll look like pretty much the entire wall is keyboards, I think. That's the hope anyway. That's the hope. We shall see, of course. We shall see. Triber says, goodness, I had to watch the VOD from last week, and one of the bonks truly scared the crap out of me. I'm sorry. Wait, was that the one where I dropped my earbud, and it was like super loud on the desk? Because yeah, that was not good. Or was it the one where I smacked the mic? There were a couple of those last week. Last week's stream was, it was a lot of fun, but man, it was rough. Just in terms of, I was struggling. Enco, great to see you. Welcome in. Ready for some cozy sleep? Well, you've come to the right place. You know what we're about here. I'm sure we can help you get some good rest, Enco. Some cozy vibes. Captain Vanquisher says, you are the second person to demo this game. I had a tester way back in the day on your first demo release. Well, I am honored and privileged to be the second person to test out Project Maple Leaf, and all of you get to check it out with me at the same time, which is pretty darn cool. Technically, I'm the first person to play it after a major overhaul. Okay, all right. I'm hyped for it. Bishaw says, was hoping to come up to your neck of the woods next month. Awesome. I'm getting married. Congratulations. And we'll be across the pond on the Olympic Peninsula for the honeymoon. Well, if you're going to be in Port Angeles, however you pronounce it, it's not that far at all. Yeah, it's just a ferry ride across, and you could be up here in Victoria, British Columbia. That would be amazing if you do happen to make it over here. I don't allow me to interrupt your honeymoon or anything, but if your spouse is willing to take a little detour and you would like to meet up for a beer, I would be happy to do so. And if you would like some recommendations for what to do or see in our fair city, feel free to shoot me a DM. What is up, Dylan? Good to see you. Welcome on in. So, Vanquisher, Captain Vanquisher, solo developer of Project Maple Leaf. I'm going to put you on the spot and ask a few questions because I would like to know a little bit more about this environmental demo we're going to be checking out here today. So, Vanquisher, feel free to take your time and answer the questions in the chat, and then everyone can read the chat, of course, but I will read them out anyway. Because it's what I do. So the first question I was wondering is, how long have you been working on Project Maple Leaf? How long does this represent what we are going to see here tonight? How much of your life does it represent? Yo, what's up, Rick Grimes? Great to see ya. I've been well, busy as always, but doing great. We were out. We had a picnic today, celebrating my wife's mother's birthday, so that was nice. The weather was just right. It was not super hot. It was not raining. It was like a little bit mixed sun and cloud, and just a nice temperature. So that was good. And as you can see, we've been doing a little more around the house. I finally got some time to focus in and clean up this room a little bit. And I'm starting to arrange it the way I would like. I'm very hype about having the keyboards on the back wall there. The other thing I'm going to do, which you can't really see because I haven't done it yet, but each of these little cubbies is going to have its own, I'm going to put LED string lights, like a tape, what the heck do you call it? LED light strip in the top of it. So each one's going to be illuminated with color. It'll glow. It should be fun. talking about? I don't know. Oh, Rick was just wondering how I was doing. Triber says it was a smack. Freaked you out. Again, I think with the new arrangement here, the new old arrangement, because again, it's basically the way I used to have them. I think it's going to be a whole lot less likely that I smack the microphones. I'm pretty sure. Linguini and Clams, welcome. Linguini and Clams says, hey Nick and crew, hope all is well. Had a question about handhelds. Really considering buying a Steam Deck, but not sure if I should wait for the Xbox ROG Ally X or a Lenovo Go, or just give up entirely on handhelds. I guess it depends on your use case. Also, Opine, welcome. I don't know if that's how your name is pronounced, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Opine. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Linguini and Clams. I like my Steam Deck. I have the Steam Deck OLED. My use cases may be different than yours. It depends, really. Will the Steam Deck be your primary gaming platform, or will it be a secondary platform to augment your primary platform? And I ask that because if it's a secondary platform, then its power doesn't matter quite so much. Because like for me, if I want to have like a cinematic gaming experience with like maxed out graphics, I'm gonna play it on my desktop, right, and enjoy it that way. My Steam Deck, I'm playing a lot of indie games or like live service games that I want to be able to play on the go and stuff like that. And in that scenario, I'm a lot less concerned about cranking the graphics to the max. So for me, the Steam Deck is perfect for that. You know, the ROG Ally X or the Lenovo Legion Go or the MSI Claw or any of those ones, they can definitely offer more power than the Steam Deck, but you're going to be paying a lot more for that privilege. And for me, that just doesn't make sense, because again, I just want a secondary system that I can play lighter games on. But your use case might be different. I will say the screen on the Steam Deck OLED, despite being only 1200 by 800 or 1280 by 800, it does look really nice. That OLED looks really nice at that size. Okay, Vanquisher has an answer for us. I threw out the question to him of how long has he been working on Project Maple Leaf, and Vanquisher says, I started back in November of 2019 while I was in high school. It was originally going to be my game design final project for the semester, but then COVID happened. But my teacher allowed me to take a school computer home to keep working on it until I got my own PC. And then you've been working on it ever since, pretty much. I know how life is, and sometimes you have more or less time to dump into a project like this, but it seems to me, you know, you've been always coming back to it, you know, consistently. Which is that's a big commitment. It's tough. It's tough to do something over a long period of time like that. Well, that's cool. So this represents like the last 6 years of your effort as a hobbyist indie dev. And what would you say are your major inspirations for Project Maple Leaf? Just based on your screenshots and the descriptions you've given me and the music on the main menu here, that's maybe gives us a bit of a clue, right, as to what kind of game it aspires to be and what your major inspirations have been while you've been developing it. But I'd like to hear you tell it. Vanquish also said, just a warning, Nick, I recommend muting the stream while you load in to to mess with other volume sliders because they'll be as loud as the music. Okay, I can do that. I can mute the desktop audio once we load the game up. Thank you for the heads up, Vanquisher, so we don't blow anyone's ears out. Bishaw says I'll definitely be in Port Angeles. I'll have to give you a heads up if we head that way. I would love to grab a beer and a bite. That would be rad. Do let me know. It'd be fantastic to meet up. To perhaps meet your spouse, or not if they don't want to. I won't be offended. Hey dear, we're gonna go meet this random dude off the internet. I promise he's cool. Don't worry about it. My dear wife has done that numerous times with me. Went and met random people off the internet. It was great. They were all wonderful. Radical Franklin has a weather report request. Has redeemed some potato points for a weather report for Port Douglas, far north Queensland in Australia. Radical Franklin says, I'm ticking off a bucket list item this Friday and snorkeling the Great Barrier Reef. What's the weather? Wow, that is awesome. Congratulations on living your dreams there. Let's see. Port Douglas, Australia. Weather. Alright, let's see. Port Douglas, Queensland, according to the Weather Network. Let's see. Threw me for a loop, but yes, of course, they're a day ahead, so we're looking at the Tuesday weather report. Well, let's see what the current weather is. 24 degrees Celsius with light showers currently in the late afternoon in Port Douglas, Queensland. However, it looks like the showers are clearing up soon with some mixed sun and cloud. Oh, but then they're back. More showers in the evening. However, if we look at the 7-day, looks like overnight 22 degrees Celsius. Tuesday, a low of 22, a high of 25 with some scattered showers. Wednesday, 22 is a low, 24 is a high, mixed sun and cloud in the afternoon. Overnight Wednesday, down to 21 degrees. Thursday, a high of 25, mixed sun and cloud. After Friday, however, we start to get rain again. Looks like showers most of the day Saturday, although maybe some heavier rain in the afternoon, then showers Sunday as well. That is your weather report for Port Douglas, Queensland, Australia, brought to you by the Weather Network and the ASMR Nerd. Radical Franklin, I hope that's kind of what you were expecting. It says you're going to be there Friday, so you might be arriving just in time for a bit of rain. But maybe it'll change by then. And if you're snorkeling, maybe the rain doesn't matter so much. I don't know. You're already wet, right? So hopefully I'm not the bearer of bad news. I hope. Phase Beast, it is wonderful to see you. Welcome on in, Phase Beast, over on the YouTube channel. Phase Beast says, hello ASMR, Greek god, hairy-chested as a Spartan beast. Let me just rip my shirt off and just like a forest of hair. Rippling muscles, chiseled abs, just like Leonidas in 300. And I wonder how much work it was to keep like airbrushing all those abs on. Making them look so chiseled. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Gerard Butler was absolutely ripped and like perfectly toned, but still. Yo, Tiger Milk, good to see you. Welcome on in. Love and respect. I love the vibes. Thank you, Tiger Milk. Same to you. And Asian Persuasion, it's good to see you. Welcome. It has been a little while. Thank you for joining us, Asian Persuasion. How have you been doing? What have you been up to? A Wincho, a welcome. It is good to see you. Gibby Gibson says, it's funny that I catch your streams right after big events in my life. Oh yeah. Last time I was in chat, I had just got a new job, and now I just got back from a really nice first date. Aw, congratulations. That's wonderful. We actually talked about ASMR for a bit during it. Wow, that is like, I want to say, I don't want to say a risky subject for a first date, but like, I think that demonstrates a certain level of being comfortable around one another. Because some people, struggle to like talk about ASMR because some people are kind of embarrassed about it or whatever. So, not that you have any need to be or should be or anything, but some people just feel very self-conscious, I think, about it. Sorry, I'm just playing with this here. I'm just poking it while I'm talking to you. You think my streams are good luck? I think it's all you. That's my theory. But I'm happy to be your good luck charm too, if you like. Arkentia, hello. Good to see you. Arkentia says, hi Nick, hope everything is well. But the past weeks I've decided to go to trade school and invest in my future, going into HVAC. That's awesome. Congrats on the decision, Arkentia. That's big. My wife's cousin is in HVAC, and it has served him very well. He likes the work. It's good money. So, and everybody needs, every large building needs some kind of HVAC system. So there will always be work. Good stuff. Look at y'all out there making moves, living life. Tokyo, what's up? Speaking of out there making moves, living life, Tokyo has just got off a long shift of work. Nice to relax with a beer and watch the stream. Well, I do hope you enjoy kicking back and enjoying your well-deserved relaxation, Tokyo. And I hope life's treating you well. Alright, Vanquisher, back with another answer about Project Maple Leaf that we have here, which we're going to be checking out. I asked Vanquisher, who is, again, the solo indie dev for Project Maple Leaf, I asked Vanquisher what his primary inspirations were. And he says Skyrim was definitely my biggest inspiration, but I want to add elements of other popular games, like I'm going for a combat system similar to Elden Ring. That's ambitious. While also adding some unique elements of my own. Of course, imagine developing a game. One of the great joys is being able to do your own thing, make your mark, get your ideas out there, right? That leads perfectly into my next question, Vanquisher, which is, what are some major systems, features, ideas that you haven't been able to implement in the game yet, but that you're planning to? Or looking. Actually, wait, let's back it up. Let's back it up a notch here. Before you answer that question, I would like to know what we can expect to see in today's demo. So what state is the game in? How much of the world have you built out? Should we be expecting something pretty rough, or are some areas a little more complete? Like, just can you give us an idea of what we will be seeing in the demo here and where it's at currently? And then I'll ask you the next question. Phase Beast says ASMR is becoming less taboo, I guess. I don't really talk about ASMR with friends, but siblings. Oh, your siblings listen to some ASMR. Nice. So does mine. Yeah, so does mine. That's definitely something we can talk about. Deep Fried Deals, welcome. Good to have you here. And I agree, Phase Beast. I think ASMR has become so much more mainstream in recent years. Most people, it used to be, when people asked what I did on YouTube, I was like, okay, I have to explain this whole thing. And people didn't know what ASMR was. But now I can just be like, okay, do you know what ASMR is? And like most of the time people will be like, oh yeah, okay, I get that. Or I know what that is at least. Sargon, welcome. Good to see you. Sargon says, I hate to say it, but I may be joining the VOD gang for this one. My brain's running out of battery life here. That's okay, Sargon. Get some sleep. Charge those mind batteries. Get the brain juice back. It's important. Gotta get yourself rested. But feel free to lurk, Sargon. Feel free to lurk. Hey, look who it is. It is Thoric329. Thoric says, yo, happy stream day. Looking forward to seeing this demo. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm looking forward to hearing from Vanquisher shortly what we can expect in this demo. And then I'm looking forward to diving into it myself. Welcome, Thoric. Bisha, am I going to play Pokemon Legends ZA? You know it. You know it. I honestly, I'm just a sucker. What I've seen of it so far, I can't say I'm like super impressed with. But I still have to play it. I still need to know. So yes, I will play it. I feel like it's my duty in life. Every main, or this isn't even main, even it's sort of a side Pokemon series, I guess, the Legends series, but I still gotta know what it is. Yo, Rocket Man, what is up, Ty? How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. How's life treating you? Thanks for joining us here. What's new in the life of Rocket Man? What you up to these days? Phase Beast says, yes, I relax people for my day job. No, not even my day job. It's my night job. It's true though, when people ask what I do on YouTube, and if I don't think there's a decent chance they might know what ASMR is, I just tell them I make relaxation videos to help people sleep, to help them rest and relax. That is what I explained. Okay, Vanquisher has an answer to my question about what we can expect in the demo. Vanquisher says, sure, the exterior map is fully explorable from corner to corner. Wow. Some areas of the island toward the east will not have decorations, and some houses are not the finished models. A lot of assets in the towns need updating, and almost all the interiors for the dungeons are incomplete, but each have a lot in them to explore. That's awesome. I mean, that's a tremendous amount of work. And correct me if I'm wrong, Vanquisher, but I believe you have like modeled most of the assets in this, like yourself. Is that right? Except for some of the Quixel Megascan stuff that you're using, like for rocks and trees and stuff, right? But everything else you've modeled yourself. Is that correct? Or correct me if I'm wrong. Tokyo, good with that. I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to pry, Tokyo. I don't feel like you have to give the relationship update every single time you come to the stream. But that being said, inquiring minds do like to hear, or like to have the update, like to hear what you're doing. Tokyo says, my girlfriend and I are still doing good. The distance is really starting to weigh on both of us lately. But I think I'll be going back to Japan sooner than I thought. Pardon me. Please don't take my yawn as a sign of disinterest. I'm just tired. I'll be heading back to Japan soon. It's just hard to be away from each other. Hopefully we can permanently fix that soon. That is our plan. 100%. 100%. I have a lot of respect for people who can make a long distance relationship like that work. I'm sure it ain't easy. I've never had to do it. But yeah, I'm sure that's very difficult. But I'm glad that you are going strong and trying to find ways to work around that and to keep the flame burning, so to speak. Bradshaw, you feel the same way about Legends EA. It's like you just have to. It's your lot in life. You just have to know. You have to play it. I love it. Does it have a release date yet? Or am I just imagining it doesn't have one? I know they've... oops. I feel like they did put out a release date, but I don't remember. Okay, it's been dated for October 16th, so it's coming up pretty quick. I figured by now we must have a release date because it's not that much of the year left to go. Well, yeah, Tokyo, that is a very real concern, I guess, right? Immigration is a challenging thing at the best of times, and I've never had a long distance relationship, where someone had to immigrate. Also, I'm Canadian, so it's a slightly different situation potentially. But that's fair. That's fair. I'm sure there's lots of hurdles to overcome. Tokyo with some nice words for Vanquisher. That's so cool. You've created a game. Yeah, it is still in development. Again, I will highlight that this is still in development. This is an environmental demo. So the world has been built out. I believe there's lore and such. But so this would be a perfect time to ask Vanquisher so we know what's in the game. What isn't in the game yet that you plan on adding in the future? I could make some guesses, but at a very high level, what are some things that are not in the game yet? Phase Beast says, I'm grateful for ASMR because it helps me sleep. It helps me tremendously when I can't sleep. ASMR is basically is a life or sleep saver. Same. I've been in that situation many a time where ASMR has helped me calm my racing mind at night, helped me focus on something simple, straightforward, soothing, and helped me get a good night's rest. Phase Beast also says ASMR nerd is putting himself to sleep. I do that sometimes. His powers are growing on him. The Sleep Lord has been defeated by the Sleep Lord. Chubb asks if I like living in Canada. I do, although, in fairness, it is the only place I've ever lived. I've visited other places, but I've never lived in a country other than Canada. So, from that perspective, I guess I don't have a whole lot to compare it to. But, I know academically that we have it very good here, and I also feel like we have it very good here. So, Argentia, hello. I know I said hello earlier, but Argentia says, Nick, new Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yeah. Are you going to be playing Silk Song, Argentia? How many of you are? playing Hollow Knight Silk Song right now. I have a confession to make about Hollow Knight, which is that I played the first one a bit, and it never really grabbed me. And I've since learned that apparently it has a pretty slow start, and it takes a while to really get going. And that would probably explain it, because it did feel that way to me. Like it just had this very slow start, and like it just wasn't really sinking its teeth in. And now I'm thinking I should really go back. I should really, now's the time, right? With all the Silksong hype, by all accounts, Silksong has lived up to expectations, I think. So, you know, I guess if I give the original Hollow Knight another try, and I can finally get into it, then I can look forward to Silksong, right? Bakery Guy, what is up? Thank you for the 35-month resub. Welcome back on in Bakery Guy for another one. Bakery Guy, I feel like you're here a little earlier than usual. It's great to have you here. And look at that, the raid comes on in. It's a busy bunny raid. We be busy with the bunny raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, friends. It is wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Julie, how was your stream? I hope it was excellent. Morgie coming on with the dad joke request right off the bat. Morgie, we will get that going for you in just a moment. Welcome on in once again, Raiders. Thank you so much. If y'all are following Busy, you know what you can do. You can go click the heart, or click the star or heart. I think it's a heart that shows up. Busy bunny. I gotta make sure I get the right number of N's and Y's. 2 N's, 2 Y's. Please go check out friend of the channel, Busy Bunny, long time ASMR creator here on Twitch. A fantastic, tingly, super warm, and genuine community. Amazing creator and a bunch of folks. So please go check out Busy. Enjoy some top quality tingles, some fantastic vibes, and some wonderful people. Hello, Naga. Thank you so much for gifting that sub to Busy. I really appreciate that, because I feel like every time we go over there, someone throws a sub at me, and I am so grateful for it. Naga, I really appreciate you gifting that sub so that Busy can enjoy this stream ad-free without interruptions, and with all of our goofy emotes and all that stuff, like the potato, like the flaming potato that Naga has there. What were you all up to tonight? What were you doing over on Busy's stream? Sleepy Jen, thanks for joining us. Morgie, thanks for joining us. Can we get a shout out for Morgie too? I don't actually know if you have a MOTU right now. I'm not sure. Oh no, I have to wait minus 11 seconds before giving another shout out. That doesn't seem right. Here, I'll try. I'll do one of these. There we go. Yeah, what kind of stream did you have going on tonight? What were you up to? Okay, Vanquisher has a few more things to say about the demo that we're going to be checking out tonight. Regarding all the models, the 3D models in the game, Vanquisher says if it's not a rock or grass, it was made by Vanquisher. That's a tremendous amount of work. That is a humongous amount of work. Except some small decorations in the town. There's a wagon that's not yours, and an anvil, and a butter churner. But everything else, that is immense. That's a tremendous amount of work. I'm keen to see how it runs on the 4090 as well, Vanquisher. We shall see. Vanquisher then goes on to say that combat, NPCs, ambient animals have not been added yet. So, that's a few systems, but that's good to know. Also, potentially a map of a large castle where the final quests will take place. Spoilers. In the large mountain range. Okay, that's good to know. Luna Lyria, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. I appreciate that follow very much. I also appreciate that resub from Arkentia. Arkentia, thank you so much for that 5-month resub. That's worth some tapping on this potato. The stream tonight was super chill, says Busy. Water globes, name traces. That sounds delightful. Some nice tingly name tracing. Y'all, seriously, Busy has some of the best name traces in the business. Like, probably my favorite name trace on Twitch. Like, super tingly. So, please make sure you go follow. Check it out. Go get a name trace. Legendary name traces. By the way, I don't think I actually introduced myself. If you are new here, again, welcome. My name's Nick. This is so rude of me. I'm the ASMR nerd. We hang out here. We do chill ASMR stuff. A lot of yapping, but a little bit of gaming as well. And tonight we are going to be checking out the environmental demo for a game that is being developed by one of our community members here. He's here in the chat right now, Captain Vanquisher. Captain Vanquisher has been working as a solo dev developing this game for over 5 years now. And so we're going to check out the environment of this game here tonight in just a little bit. Yeah. No you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's ironic, really, given that we do a little bit of gaming, but a whole lot of yapping around here. But we do eventually get to the games. We always do, eventually. Over on YouTube, Asher says, "Hey, I love your Skyrim videos. Have you ever considered giving Enderall a shot?" Fantastic question. The answer is yes. I've thought about doing it here on the live streams. We just haven't done it. We just haven't got to it. But yes, I played. What was the previous one that team did? For those wondering what we're talking about, Enderall is a mod for Skyrim that is evidently very good. It's a total conversion, so it's a different setting, different story, different everything, but it's supposed to be very good. I think it was Narim. Narim is the one they did for Oblivion. I remember playing some of that, and it was very good. It was very good. Thank you for asking, Asher. Yeah, we should totally check out Enderall one of these days. Jack Coke 1, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Face Beast says Silk Song sounds like some expensive pajamas. Hey, you know what? I have a silk pillowcase, and it is so nice. It's so luxurious. It looks so nice. It feels so nice on my face. I love my silk pillowcase. I want to get another one. I know that's bougie AF, but seriously, if you're looking for something to like just make you feel a little bougie, treat yourself to a silk pillowcase. They are nice. Oh yeah, we have a dad joke to do, and also some keyboard sounds for Triber. Okay, Morgie, dad joke for you. Let's see what we got here. 300 best dad jokes that you have not heard before from Country Living magazine. I'll be the judge of that. Watch what you say around egg whites. They can't take a yolk. Oh man. Dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can. I don't even know. That doesn't even make sense. Some things don't make sense to me. Dark dad jokes. I don't know if we want dark jokes here. It's not the vibe we're going for. Fresh dad jokes. Yeah, let's get a fresh one. These are not fresh at all. What do you do to have a space party? You plan it. Alright, Morky, I hope you enjoyed your 3 very bad dad jokes. Those were just awful. Just awful. Morgy asks, Nick, is this a new camera, or am I just finally noticing how good you look? Wow. Wow. Flattery will get you everywhere, Morgy. I did change the positioning a little bit, and I changed the exposure settings. So I'm using a softer light with a higher ISO, and I think that it looks a little less harsh, you know? And it's also nicer for me because I'm not staring into quite such bright lights. Also, I did some stuff with the background. So maybe that's what you're seeing as well. Ilk, good evening. Wonderful to see you here, Ilk. Busy says, I love that you let us feel seen. The yapping is the best. I like to make sure everyone gets their moment in the chat, even if that moment is 20 minutes after they send the message. That's how I feel about it. Super Andretti, welcome on in. Good to see ya. Rick, you like those dad jokes? Hear about those? So fresh, right, Morgie? So fresh. Cypress, great to see you back again. We saw you last time for the first time in a very long time, and I'm just tickled pink. I'm delighted that you have come back for another one, dear Cypress. I was gonna throw one more question at Vanquisher because we're getting at that part of the stream where pretty soon I'm gonna get the stream beer. We'll open that up. You'll get a nice fizzy pour. And then we will jump into the game. So Vanquisher, I have one more question for you. And that is, if there's one place that we are to go in the game, what part of the game world that you really want us to see, some part of it that you're really proud of, for example, what would that place be? Where would you really most like us to go? Thank you, Morgie. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's, yeah, I'm happy with how it's looking. Just wait until I get all those keyboards on the wall back there. That whole back wall is going to be keyboards. Speaking of keyboards, we have a keyboard sounds request from Triber. Triber, thank you for your patience. Waiting for that keyboard sounds. Let's do it. We've got the classic, the AL75 here from Yunzi. The AL75 from Yunzi. By the way, Busy, I know you've probably just been streaming for a while. If you gotta take off, if you gotta go get something to eat, get a drink, go to sleep, whatever. You know, I don't have to give you permission to do that, but it's just convention, I have to say. Don't feel like you gotta stick around. But you do you. You're a grown ass woman. You can do what you want. But yes, thank you again for the raid. So much. Beru. Am I pronouncing that right? Beru says, good morning, Nick and everyone from Scotland. Hey, Beru, thank you for joining us from Scotland. Tuning in and chatting for the first time. Beru says, I've watched ASMR videos for many years. My boyfriend was very skeptical and thought it was weird, But after I introduced him to you, his mind has changed. Hey, we out here changing minds one person at a time. He really enjoys your keyboard reviews, and we both enjoy a Skyrim stroll in the evening. Ah, that's heartwarming. That's very heartwarming. I love to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Beirut. We like to, I think we pride ourselves around here in being, well, I speak for myself, I don't know. I think, I like to think we're defying expectations or people's perceptions, misconceptions about ASMR on this channel, because I think sometimes there's kind of a popular image of what ASMR might be, and then you see like my content, my channel, and you're like, oh, it's not really what I thought it was, but I can vibe with this. This feels wholesome. This feels nerdy. I mean, there's also a lot of other ASMR gaming channels out there. I'm not trying to claim I'm the only one, but I guess, again, the popular perception of ASMR sometimes puts a certain idea in people's heads. So I like to try and defy those expectations. But thank you for joining us, Beirut. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for watching the channel. Alright, Vanquisher has some suggestions about where we should go in the game. Vanquisher says, definitely one of the dungeons is what you're most proud of. I'll let you know which one it is. Okay, alright. And I'm really proud of my sewer system dungeon too. Hey, every good RPG, every good fantasy RPG has some sewers. Check out your sewers. I'm sure they're very nice sewers. But my proudest part is the main island, especially around the cobbled pathways. Okay? Alright. Cool. I very much look forward to seeing it very shortly. Very shortly. Tokyo, wait, which joke we talking about now? And to me says that keyboard sounds so creamy. It's I would say maybe it's a little more marbly than creamy, but I get what you're saying. It's got a nice poppiness to it. It is a really nice keyboard. And this is just how it comes stock. Yunzi knows their way around a nice keyboard. I have not modded this at all. I did not build it. It just came out of the box this way. Hey, look at that. Coppermine says tuning in from Scotland as well. Coppermine and Beirut, you can celebrate your Scottishness here in the chat together. I'd like to visit Scotland one day. I'd really like to get to Edinburgh one day. And I'd like to spend some time in that country. My parents are going to be visiting Ireland soon, and my mom has been telling me about their plans for that trip, where they're going and what they're seeing, and I'm like, jealous. It looks really nice. I'd love to get to Ireland as well. Handsome dashing princess, hello, says Nick. You do look great. Oh, thank you. Wow, you guys are lumping on the praise tonight. The summer has treated you well. Thank you. Things are settling nicely, it seems. Yeah, if you're referring to the room back here, things are finally starting to take shape in here. And I'm really excited about getting everything else up. And keyboards on the wall, all my nerd crap in the shelving down here. Get those lights down there so we get a nice glow emanating from back there. I think that should be really nice. Alright, we have one more channel point request here, which is some potato tapping for Tokyo. Some potato tapping for Tokyo. And then I'm gonna go get tonight's beer. Tonight's beer. Bruce says, Nick, I just picked up a Royal Kludge, if you will, RK61 with reds in it. He said he's excited to check out the stabs. Sorry, who is he? in this context. Honestly, stabilizers make or break a keyboard. The difference between a cheap sounding and feeling keyboard or like a premium one, a lot of it comes down to, well, not just the stabilizers, but the stabilizers are a major part of the feel and sound. Because rattly stabilizers, dry stabilizers just sound cheap. They just don't feel or sound good. But if you have some nicely looped stabilizers, some nicely padded stabilizers, it makes all the difference. And that's something you can do yourself quite easily. You can mod them. You could band-aid mod them. You can loop them. Make them sound and feel much more expensive than they are. But also getting them just right can be maddeningly challenging. You can get them better than stock. If they're just dry stock stabs, you can certainly get them better. But to get them really nice, that takes some effort. You can't always nail it the first time. Sometimes I really struggle to get a keyboard sounding nice. But it's really nice when they come from the factory with nice sounding stabs like this one. This one absolutely does. Like the backspace. No rattle, no clatter, no chatter. Enter. A little bit of rattle on that one. But to be fair, I've used this a ton. So. Phase Beast says, I cannot wait till the summer ends. It's still going to be very hot for the next few weeks. Yeah, it's nice when after a hot summer the cool fall comes along, eh? Get some nice crisp, cool air. Enjoy some nice crunchy leaves. Oh, your son got the RK61. Gotcha. He's 10 and he hears me talk about the Mac keyboard stuff all the time. I love it. That's wonderful. That's a fun way to, bond with your son, I'm sure, and to relate on something. That's exciting. I'm glad your son is starting his mechanical keyboard journey. That's amazing. Arkentia says, I had the RK61 a long time ago. It was a nice keyboard for being my first 60%. Sadly, I let my little cousin on my PC back then and he spilled water on it. Oh no. But I'm sure you've replaced it with something else since then. Beirut says, we visited Edinburgh for a couple of months ago for a weekend. Beautiful city. We ended up going to a Fallout themed cocktail bar in Edinburgh. That's not where I would expect to find that, but that does sound very fun. I'm biased, but if you ever do get a chance to come to Scotland, do it. I will. I surely hope I do. I have no living relatives that I know of in that part of the world, but I do have some family roots, and so does Sarah, going back there, primarily in Ireland for me, but yeah, we would love to visit Scotland one day. Tokyo says, I bought a Cyberpunk 2077 novel. It was written by a Polish author that also worked on the game and the anime series. Cool. I didn't know that there were novels, but I guess it doesn't surprise me. The Cyberpunk 2077 world, is much bigger than just the game, right? Because it started off as a tabletop RPG, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, friends. We are an hour and a half into this stream. Not quite an hour and 20, but it's definitely time for the beer. So I'm going to go get the stream beer out of the fridge. I'll come back. We'll have a nice crispy, fizzy beer opening and pour. And then we will get to checking out Vanquisher's game here, Project Maple Leaf. In the meantime, I expect y'all to behave yourselves, alright? Comport yourselves as is befitting of individuals of your stature and maturity. Be excellent to one another, and I will be right back. I will leave you to enjoy my new but incomplete background. Be right back. Pikachu and Eevee saw what you did. They were watching that whole time. Don't let Pikachu's closed eyes deceive you. They were watching. Both of them. We got the tiny Sleepachew and the big Sleepachew. And Eevee's always watching. So you best watch yourself. Yo, what's up, Beanard? Good to see you. That's right, Ilk. This is fine. Always, always. That is the vibe. And it's a fair bit of fire. As the Bad King so eloquently said, "Burn them all," says Bruce. Naga out there, Handsome Dashing Princess out there, Dylan, Bruce, Dawn's Eternal Light. Betrayal from those most beloved around here. All of these amazing people burning the chat down. And then Entomy out there trying so hard to contain the flames. Normally, Sargon is here with the Blastoise squad, but Sargon went to bed or fell asleep. I don't know if Sargon's maybe possibly lurking, but no Blastoise squad tonight. But Entomy with the rain. I appreciate that. Alright, gang. Tonight's beer. The beer of the stream. Beer of the stream is from Tofino Brewing Company. It is their Spruce Tree Ale. Their Spruce Tree Ale. This gorgeous label with, surprise, surprise, spruce trees on it. These would be Sitka spruce. That is our coastal spruce. Tofino Brewing Company is, of course, located in Tofino, British Columbia, on the west side of Vancouver Island. Tofino is a famous surfing town, vacation destination. It is located within the Pacific Rim National Park. So it's somewhere a lot of people love to go to camp, to enjoy the beautiful beaches, to surf, to enjoy nature, wildlife, hiking, kayaking, all that stuff. It's a beautiful place. I call it a town, but it's really more of a village. It's not a big place. So you can drive from Victoria here. It's a bit of a drive. I don't know exactly. I can't remember how many. Maybe 4 hours or something like that. So it's not super close, but anyway, Tofino Brewing makes some nice beers. And this is one I've had from them before, but it's been a while. I just remember really liking it. Let's see if we have any beer lore here. So what makes this a spruce ale is that it is, as it says here, conditioned with locally harvested spruce tips. So that's the new growth on the tips of the spruce branches. And they have a lot of resins in them, a lot of flavor. They're very aromatic. And so that is what confers the unique flavor to this beer. I remember it being surprisingly floral, from what I remember, but we will see. We'll see if that holds up. There's no beer lore listed on the can here, but they did have some on their website, so let's just see what they say about it on their website. On their website, it says, this very special seasonal release has become our most anticipated and sought-after beer. Conditioned with fresh, hand-picked Sitka spruce tips, this beer is a springtime walk in the rainforest in a glass. Celebrating 10 years of the Spruce Tree Ale, apparently. Very nice. That's right, okay, yeah, it's beer time. It's beer time. That's right, Bruce. Sargon was past the F out, so it's time for you to burn it all down. Limit 77. I know exactly what time it is. Sorry, breathing on the mics here. I know exactly what time it is. Cypress says, personally, I've never been able to enjoy any spruce beers. Oh, interesting. I have enjoyed a number, I guess, but they do have a strong flavor to them. But I find it can really work well depending on how it's hopped. Those flavors can really complement one another. There's a brewery here on the island, Mount Aerosmith Brewing, up in Parksville, that does a blackberry spruce tip IPA, and it is so good. As a matter of fact, I should look for it. This would be the time of year that it would be out. That is a fantastic combination. Tokyo says, this beer intrigues me so much. I wish I could get my hands on one. I mean, if you are really, really interested, I could try sending you one. I don't know if it would get there. Technically, you're not supposed to send beer, but it's possible. It might. If you're really desperate to try it. Yo, what's up, Sage? You woke up just in time for the beer lore. Absolutely. Absolutely. Arcantia says, as someone who can't legally drink beer, watching this stream every time intrigues me. Once I can get to do stuff like this. As I always say, I want to be a good role model. So I want to make sure everyone recognizes and acknowledges, alcohol is a poison. I feel like I gotta say this just because I don't want to be given the wrong impression. Alcohol is a poison. Drinking is bad for you, straight up. There's no safe amount of alcohol. However, there's a long and rich tradition of brewing, distilling, of drink making, stretching back thousands of years. And there's such a diverse array of craft breweries practicing what is essentially a kind of art, right? Especially in this part of the world. And so I like, personally, I make that choice to indulge sparingly in some of what those artists have to offer, those artisans. But you know, I never want to glorify, I guess, drinking, but responsible alcohol consumption, I think, is a, you know, can be an enjoyable aspect of life, if you're willing to make that trade-off, you know. Maynard says spruce trees are in the rainforest. I always thought of them as being in the tundras, but maybe that's just my grass fault. Well, we do have spruce trees in the north as well, in the boreal forest. Black and white spruce comprise the vast majority of our boreal forest in Canada. But yes, we do have a temperate coastal spruce. That is the Sitka spruce. Lion Mask, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Oh yeah, I guess I did have that blackberry spruce tip IPA in one of my videos, didn't I? I can't remember which one, but yeah. Bruce says, wait a second. Dude, I'm seeing two axes in the back corner, an acoustic and an electric. Looks like an Epiphone and a Takamine. Wow, you are so... That is incredible. How did you absolutely nail that? You are 100% correct. Well, I guess you can see right there, Epiphone. And I guess when I'm not standing on the camera, it's probably easier to see if focus is there. But yes, Epiphone Special 2 and the Jasmine in the back there. That's correct. You are absolutely correct. All right, let's do this beer pour. And Bruce, these are here aspirationally. I used to play guitar many years ago. I've not touched these things for the better part of a decade. I'm putting them out here in hopes of manifesting my return to making music. I wanna get back into making music, playing guitar. I have a keyboard over here as well, MIDI keyboard. So, and I hope by having them out here, I will make use of them again. Nick is a rock star or something with all the guitars. These are fairly humble guitars. But they're my guitars, and I like them. That's impressive, Bruce. That's really impressive. Bruce says, yeah, the Epiphone, I could see the logo, but the TAC was a gas base in the headstock shape and the gold blob in the middle that I assumed was the TAC logo. Well done. Well done. All right. Let's pour this out. That'd be awesome, Tokyo. I'd love to do a beer exchange sometime if we can make it happen. Cypress says the beer video with Cat Plant. Oh, it could have been. Yeah, it could have been that one. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and check it out. Oh, before we do this, let's readjust the microphones. One moment. One moment. All right, let's pour it out. Let's pour it out. That's a nice fizzy pour. that gorgeous deep golden color, bright white head on top there, rapidly fizzing away. And you can already smell, or I can, you probably can't, unless you got the smell-o-vision upgrade. You can already smell that beautiful, bright, citrusy, but slightly floral aspect of the spruce. Just gonna adjust the microphones back. All right. Beanard said the beer pour is always delightful. Well, I hope that one was equally delightful to the past ones. I hope it was what you were looking forward to. Cheers, friends, to what are we clinking for tonight? You know what? Cheers to our friend Captain Vanquisher, and cheers to Vanquisher's continued success with the development of Project Maple Leaf that we're going to be checking out here today. Solo developing an open world RPG has got to be no small feat, and I wish to send all the good vibes to Vanquisher to carry on with this task and see it through. Yeah, I really enjoy a spruce tip ale. I don't know, there's just something about that flavor that really works for me. It's quite unique, and they come out really tasty in my opinion. Thanks. Cheers, Super Andretti, Tokyo. Beanard says it never misses. Yo, what's up, Blue Pine? I do. Absolutely. It's been ages. How are you doing, Blue Pine? Welcome back. How's life been treating you? It's so good to see you. Beirut, cheers. Ilk, cheers. Orkentia, cheers. Drinking some water. Okay, alright. But hey, when you finally can, enjoy a brew with us. We will cheers you too. Charbon, good to see you. Charbon says would love to make a montage of all the beer pours in 2025. It's been requested. I've never done it before. It's been requested. I've just never taken the time to do it. I should though. Like, I have all the VODs. Or if someone else wants to clip them all together, splice them together. That would be a great service for this community. Triber, cheers. Blue Pine says I'm doing well. I ended up moving to Sweden. That's awesome. Remind me, Blue Pine, where you were situated previously. Was that a big move for you? FaceB says I smelled some oak wood and beer scents coming through the microphones. Blue Pine says taking care of my Swedish grandma instead of my Florida one. Okay, I got it. And you were in Massachusetts previously. That is a big move. Wow. Has it felt like a real lifestyle shift for you? Is life very different in Sweden? Charbone says I'll totally VOD review for you and do it. I've got the video editing experience if you ever need. That's amazing, Charbone. If you want to put together a supercut of all the beer pours from the stream in 2025 or whatever you want to do, I will happily put that out on the YouTube channel. That would be an incredible service for the community. That's very generous of you to offer. Bruce says, solo game dev is definitely no small feat. It is so hard to find time to work on a passion project. My business partner and I have been working on the game that we have been developing for 3.5 years now. 2.5 of that was just writing the story. Holy smokes. Putting systems together is a lot of work. Yes, 100%. Amazing work when you get any of that done. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And Bruce, I mean, you and your business partner should be proud of sticking with it for this long with, I mean, your career and family and all that. You know, it's not easy. All right. Tokyo says, why waste your time making a beer pour montage when you could make a scamp appearance montage? Oh, man. You want to take that one? You want to take that one, Tokyo? That can be yours. Gotta make sure you get this clip in there. Thank you, Argentia. All right, have a nice sleep, Cypress. Thank you for joining us again. Sleep well, rest well, and have an awesome week. And I hope we see you again here next time. The Scamps wish you a great night as well. Uh-oh. Oh, good thinking, Banksher. Mute the stream while I load in to adjust the volume. Okay, I will do that. I'll just mute the computer audio right now. Okay, once again, we are going to check out Project Maple Leaf here, which is a game that has been solo developed by our very own Captain Vanquisher in the chat here. He's been working on it for almost, 6 years now, I think he said. And this is an environmental demo for this open world RPG. So expect to see a fleshed out world, but it won't have NPCs or monsters or combat. So don't expect to see those. But the environment, I'm sure, will be lovely. We'll do a little wandering in Skyrim type thing. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, y'all. Okay, I like this. Bottles of Dray matter can be purchased through merchants that wander the island. However, the bottles... Oh, it's gone. Okay. We begin on a gorgeous looking beach. We have washed ashore. Okay, so let me get the audio going here. It is currently muted. Oh wait, Vanquisher, you told me how I access options. What is it? I don't know. Z. Okay. Oh, it would help if I had my keyboard on. Hello, keyboard, please. There we go. Okay. So it says we're displaying at 720p, but that is incorrect. We're actually 1080p. And I did crank everything up to the max. Hopefully it is still doing that. You know what? I don't think this audio is too loud at all. I think by default this is quite alright. How's that sound to you guys? Got the sound of the waves here. Sounds fine. Hey Vanquisher, question. If I were to use my controller, is that support just baked into Unreal? Would that work? Or would that break everything if I tried using my controller? No controller support. Okay, that's fine. I just thought it might make, for nice smooth camera motions. I'll do the best I can with the mouse. Okay, fair enough. Look at, there's a lighthouse in the distance there, y'all. So Vanquisher, this is a great opportunity for you to get a sense for what it is that catches my eye, right? Right off the bat. We've got some crates over here. This looks like maybe there's a shipwreck or something, or maybe there's just a bunch of stuff being brought ashore here. I'm not sure. Oh, what's this? Spiced rum. pirate spiced rum. Not, wait, what? Makes ye a pirate, not an alcoholic. Drinking spiced rum before noon makes you a pirate, not an alcoholic, is what that says. I love it. I love it. That is very good. We got a fallen tree over here. Perhaps this is a Sitka spruce, you know? Maybe that's a Sitka spruce. There's a tremendous number of assets you've got here, Vanquisher. Some beautiful flowers. I know you said the grass and the rocks are not yours, but pretty much everything else is. So all those crates and all that, fences. How about the mushrooms? I appear to have found a path. A path from where? A path to where? Who can say? Let's go this way. Oh, Bruce has some questions for you. Wants to know about the water shader. Yeah, the foam looks lovely. I agree. Oh, we can jump. Let's Skyrim our way. Go take a close look at that water. Yeah, the waves are fantastic too. They look great. Looks really nice. There is no third person mode. Okay, good to know. That's fine. Personally, I prefer games like this from first person. Can we go this way? I will. Oh, that's fun. Can I crouch into the log? I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. I will remind you all that the music you are hearing, in case you didn't remember, is from the Elder Scrolls. So it is placeholder music that Vanquisher has put in here for the mood, for the vibe. But it really does do a great job of setting that mood. This is a nice dense forest. It's very pretty. Did you model these trees, Vanquisher? The music is fairly quiet, yeah. I heard a little bit a moment ago, but I don't hear it now. It's pretty quiet, but that's maybe for the best. Well, what about these bushes? These are nice bushes. I like the flowers. I'm hearing Secunda playing right now very faintly. Yeah, you modeled these trees? They look fantastic, Vanquisher. You can use tilde to access console commands and type stat FPS to see FPS. I'm not sure if I... Oops. Oh, cool. Oh, levels, weather. Nice menu. I might have set the FPS cap to 60, so let's set it to 120 and let's just see. Stat FPS. Oh, I see. So this seems to say that it's running kind of in like the low 50s, high 40s, possibly. I don't know if that's true. Feels that way, I would say. Maybe. Oh no. Now we're like up over 100. Interesting. I don't know if you can see that on the stream, but like looking this way, we have over 100 FPS. Looking this way, drops to about 60. So I don't know if you got something over here that... Oh, you do have animals. There's a deer here. Hello, deer. Cute. Yes, I have everything cranked up to the max, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we've got a settlement over here, y'all. Or a little farm. Nice. Let's explore the farm. Can we go inside the farm building? Perhaps not. It's nicely done building though. These big kegs. What's in these kegs? Beehives? Are we seeing some beehives here? Elzingo says, my house. I would live here. This is a nice house in the middle of the forest. Wait, don't go in there? Okay. You had to turn the deer AI off. Okay, no worries. Bruce says a lot of the Megascans assets are super dense, and if you want to use them in your game, you have to down-res them. Right, because by default, I guess the Megascans are intended to be used with like the nanite. Is that the idea? For like dynamic level of detail? Oh, knock it over. Knock it over. Who needs a cauldron? Jump on the cauldron. Why should I not go into the house? So when you go into the interior, it doesn't save your spot in the world. So when you go back, it takes you back to base spawn. Okay, good to know. Well, at some point we will want to go into an interior, but that's just a sacrifice we'll have to make. Pardon me. The deer is the secret final boss, calling it now. Stone cold deer, not intimidated. I was pretty intimidated by that deer, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Drake, welcome on in, my guy. Oh man, I was planning to raid you. How was your stream, my friend? Y'all know him, love him. Draconis, ASM artist in the house. Thank you so much for the raid. Let's get a shout out going. I would ask for mods, could you please shout out Drake, but I'm pretty sure you are the only mod here right now, Drake. So let's take a moment and let's get a shout out. Oh, it already happened. Wait, did you shout yourself out or did somebody else shout you out? Is there another mod lurking? I don't even know. Yo, what's up, T-Mid? Good to see you and welcome. What is going on? It's raid o'clock, y'all. Raid o'clock. Alright, first of all, Draconis and friends, thank you so much for coming in. Please, y'all, make sure you go hit that follow for Draconis ASM artist, who is back streaming for the first time in a while, playing some Minecraft, I think. How was that Minecraft tonight, Drake? Also, welcome on in ASMR Punk and friends. It is a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much once again for joining us, bringing your awesome community on over to hang out with this awesome community and Evie here. Evie is important to make our night that much more awesome. It wasn't you, Drake. Oh, we do have a mod just lurking out there somewhere. Who is it? Who is it? Yo, what's up, Ace Trainer Jay? Nosferatu Fish, good to see you. Thanks for coming on in. White Wolf, welcome. Punk, how was your stream? What were you guys up to tonight? Similarly, if y'all aren't already following Punk, improve your lives, take action to make your life better. A better tomorrow. Imagine a better tomorrow. In that tomorrow, you go to ASMR Punk's stream and you enjoy the tingles. You enjoy his awesome community. You enjoy the finest ball sounds on all of Twitch. So please, go follow Punk. I don't know if we got a shout out for Punk. Punk's making me Labubu accessories with his 3D printer. I want to believe that's true. Punk. Oh, thank you, whoever just shouted out Punk. I appreciate it. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Once again, welcome, Raiders. If it is your first time here, great to have you here. If it is your umpteenth time here, of course, also great to have you here. My name is Nick. I'm the ASMR nerd. We do nerdy ASMR stuff around here. Like playing video games and a whole lot of yapping. A whole lot of yapping. Tonight we are checking out a game that is in development by one of the members of this very community. The developer of this here game is here in this chat. His name is Captain Vanquisher, and he is sharing with us for the first time this here demo of Project Maple Leaf. That's the code name for this game. That is not the final name. It does have a final name, but we are not allowed to share it here. I'm not allowed to share it yet. I don't actually know it. I don't know the final name. One day we'll find out. But it is a beautiful game, isn't it, T-Mid? It has stone cold deer who are not even slightly afraid of us. So this is an environmental demo that we're checking out tonight, which is basically the world, which has been built out, but there are yet features to be added, such as combat and NPCs and such. But can we get in here? Oh, I can't. But dang, this is cozy. Look at all these fruits and vegetables. Can I pick them up? I can. Onions, cabbages, peppers. Oh, I've got an inventory. Head of lettuce. We can read all about onions, lettuce, peppers. That's a lot of information you put in there. Also, I have to say, this pepper is a whole pound. That is a big ass pepper. That is a hefty pepper. Just like grocery shopping. Oh, Drake. Drake says, hate to raid a Dash Man, but I'm Rose. What? Who's bonking me? Okay. Oh, it's Eyelash. Of course. Of course it's Eyelash. Eyelash out there with the shoutouts and also with the monks. Drake says, I hate to raid and dash, man, but I'm roasting and need to eat. Alright, please, take care of yourself, my friend. Cool off, strip down, run outside, cool off. Get some food while you're at it. Thank you so much for coming on by, Drake. I hope you had a wonderful stream, and I appreciate you joining us here tonight. Have a good one, my friend. Yes, this is in development. Nosferatu fish. This is in development currently. I've not played the new Prince of Persia, T-Mid. How is it? How is it? What have we got here? Rum. We've got pirates rum. Wonderful. Ooh, a chest. Empty. Empty. Ooh, is night falling? No, wait, is it? Yo, we got snowy. Oh, that's really pretty. The weather changed, y'all. This is gorgeous. Good night, Drake. Good night, Drake. I want to get to that lighthouse over there, y'all. Oh, it's nighttime, so you can see the light in the lighthouse. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back to see what else I might have missed. I'm sure I missed some stuff. Yes, the deer is the secret final boss. I could take the cauldron by pressing E. Okay, good to know. I didn't, but I took the vegetables instead. We got that Drake raid. Limit. Why limit? Just do the Obama meme for the shout out. That's right, Benar. Benar, just Drake with the medal. Oh, Nosferatu fish. Did a what you watching request. Wow, words. Nosferatu fish. My wife and I were catching up on Andor. We actually are still finishing season 1 of Andor because we wanna do season 2 next, but we are freaking loving Andor. I know we're like years late. But yeah, that's what we've been watching recently. Oh, Drake said didn't actually play that much Minecraft, and I mostly chatted about Pokemon cards. enjoy me a good Pokemon card chat. Faux show. Faux show. Things are larger in this game. We got hefty peppers. Hefty peppers. No combat, only farming. You don't need combat. Just farming. That's all you need. This is how the pioneers got big. Curling bags of 1 pound peppers. Just like a 6-pack of peppers. 6 freaking pounds. I've never seen the lighthouse, Nosferatu and a fish. I should though. I saw a Nosferatu and it was very good. So I apparently like me some eggers. Tokyo says, hey Nick, I need to sleep. Great to see you in chat again. Awesome. And thank you for the kind words for Vanquisher there, Tokyo. Tokyo, sleep well. Have a great night. Rest well. And we will see you next week. Next week. Good night, Tokyo. Oh, yo, there is a map I can access by pressing F, says Vanquisher. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, alright. Where are we right now? We've got Northern Hoid Mountains. Yavin Farm. It's got some Star Wars vibes. Irvinstad Tomb. Fort Storin. Jorgenstall. The wreck of the Angelia. Is that where we started? Lake Thompson. Asjorgen. Thorgersten Farm. And Kinstall. Cool. And the Sea of Ghosts. That's very Elder Scrollsian. Hold on a second. Yo, is this a dynamic snow shader? That's epic. That looks fantastic. Also, let's get inside. It's getting real stormy out here. Oh no, it's snowy inside too. Oh no. I might take this opportunity to turn down the ambience volume a little bit. That we are whipping up a storm in here. That wind is howling. Wind's howling. Venerable Giraffe Gaming. What's up? I'm sure there is rain in this game, T-Mid. I have not played Silksong yet, Venerable Giraffe. I have not. Don't crank the effects back up. Okay, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep the wind down to a reasonable level. How's that, y'all? Is that too loud? Oh no, it's gonna be twice as loud for sure. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? That sounds okay for y'all. Yeah, this game, it feels like it's got love in it, doesn't it? Beanart says, alright Nick, I'm gonna keep the stream up, but I need to get my day started. Fair enough, I'm nocturnal, but getting up at 1 a.m. for the rest of the day isn't a great look. You know, you gotta live your life the way you gotta live your life. Thank you, Beanard. You have yourself a good day? Question mark. And we will see you next time. Take care. Schmoke, we were just talking about Silksong earlier, and I was saying I kind of bounced off Hollow Knight. I never did really dig into it, but I think maybe I need to try again. I think now would be the time. Alright, let's keep moving. We will head out through this snowstorm. What's all this? What's all this? I'm so stuck. What's going on here? Oh, a book, eh? Hunter's Log, day 56. Wow, there's a lot here. Saw a large buck this morning, at least a 6-pointer. Look bulked up too. I'll definitely keep an eye on this one. I have a feeling this winter is going to be harsh, so any meat and pelt I can get is another night alive. Hunter's Log, day 57. That large buck never came around. I'll have to go into the fields and place some sort of bait. I can try the large stack of bell peppers I have. Stack of 1 pound bell peppers that are gonna go bad soon. Might actually have a use for them. Those massive bell peppers. I love that they've come back up again. Still no buck. Beginning to think someone else grabbed him before I did. After all, it's not a large island. It's not looking good for this winter. I'm gonna have to start saving gold to purchase something from the Jorgenstall markets. Day 59. Got approached by a few merchants selling a really fancy wine. They let me sample it. I'm usually a mead drinker. The rum in the cottage would suggest otherwise in the cabin. But this wine was really good. They said I can get more of it if I meet them by an old mine past Thorgenston Farm. Might take them up on that offer. Are you suggesting perhaps there's something to be found there? Hunter's log day 60. I'm gonna go through with it. I'm meeting them by the mine to get more wine. Maybe it'll help me get that buck off my mind. Alright when I get back. And he never wrote again. There's a mine past Thorgensted Farm. Where is that? Somewhere out this way. I guess. Alright. Well, that wind has calmed down. Now I've just got a nice gentle snowfall here. Gentle snowfall. Teammate asks, what games you recommend on Game Pass? Oh, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. That's a great game. Venerable Giraffe Gaming says, Silksong is a fun time. I've recorded a few ASMR videos on it. Oh, nice. I might have to check that out, Venerable Giraffe. Here. Give me a second. I'm going to click through on your name here. I'm going to find your channel. I'm going to go check out your Silksong videos. Oh, I don't see them. Oh, maybe it's on a different account. Maybe that's it. Welcome back, Yakinono. Yeah, that's fair. Well, you know what? You can make ASMR with stressful games. That's possible. You can do it. Yeah, the atmospheric sounds are really good. Beirut, I agree. Vanquisher did a great job with them. Nosferatu Fish says, I saw some Hollow Knight Silksong gameplay today and someone called it Silkthong. Oh no. Oh no. Of course. Naturally. I see this is like a pack of whether you can buy. Is that right? Vanquisher. Lassus says, I'm with you on bouncing off of Hollow Knight. I found the way the game handled the map really frustrating and tedious. Yeah, I think a lot of people take issue with that. Oh no, okay, I thought I was lost for a second. Nope. Okay. Wait, where was the road? Should we head back to the road? I think it's this way. Nosferatu Fish says, dude, everyone and their mom is playing it, which may be a good or bad thing. It's not exactly restful for ASMR streams. And yet, Venerable Giraffe was saying that they made some ASMR with it. I mean, you know, you can use some nice controller sounds. If you're good at the game, you could probably make a restful video with it, but I would not be good at it. Beanart says, I kind of think Hollow Knight is a bit overrated. I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but I wish a few other Metroidvanias like Ori got more love. I mean, I've heard a lot of good stuff about Ori as well, but you're right that it doesn't seem to get quite the attention that Hollow Knight does. That's right, a large stack of peppers. No detail is insignificant. That is some good lore. Yeah, I want to go meet up with those people by the mine. Oh no, there he is again. Waiting. Just waiting. This is a beautiful nighttime wander. Nosferatu says, I'm not saying this in a pejorative way. Whoa, where did the snow go? It's gone. I'm not sure if that was something I did or if it's just disappears like that. It's also getting very dark. Ooh, check it out though. There's a keep over there. And there's also a structure over here. Yo, what's up, Board Barbarian? What's up, Board Barbarian? How you doing? I did not play Gotham Knights, T-Mid. I did not. Is this oh, it's a windmill. Nice. We got a farm situation going on here. I like those materials. The way that light reflects. It's nice. Okay, should we go to the keep? Sorry, I was reading Nosferatu Fish's comment and I got distracted. Nosferatu Fish said, I'm not saying this in a pejorative way. Genuinely, I'm digging how this game is kind of low budget and homemade and handmade. It has a unique character. 100%. I agree. It's got a feeling of a, yes, handmade, but in a good way, you know? It is absolutely a vibe. What is this? What is this? Is this some kind of ruin? This looks spooky. I'm spooked. Yo, what is this? Can I go in there? Should I go in there? Will I find spooky things in there? I don't know. I could very much get lost in the forest here. Oh, Vanquisher's telling me to go the other way. There's not a transition between the weather states yet. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This suddenly turned into a scary game. Nosferatu Fish says, I used to dumpster dive at my local Aldi stores and I often found 5-pound bags of onions and bell peppers. Dang. I can't explore this dungeon? Okay, let's do it. Let's see what's in there. Is it really dark? Wait, how do I get in? I just pressed E on here, but maybe that's not the thing I'm supposed to do. Help me, Vanquisher. How do I get into this? I need to go to the pause menu? Oh, because I can't go through yet. I see what you're saying. So I go to levels here. I understand. I understand. This is the Irvinstad Ruins. Okay, I get you. I get you. Irvinstad Ruins is an ancient site where the dead are buried, usually with their riches. Used by the Northeast Trading Company as an excavation under order by the High King of Hoyd and the Emperor of the Dine Empire. Explore to find out. Let's head in. Ooh, spooky. Spooky. Ah, C-Mat says boo. I'm very scared. Yo, what's up, C-Mats? I'm terrified. Yo, this is some cool dynamic lighting you got going on here. This is rad. Agreed, Bruce. You can definitely feel the love. It's infested with scabs. It's infested with scabs. Ah. Those are the monsters I should have been expecting. More Barbarian says, I'm usually on Twitch on a different name, but I just stopping him before bed. Hope you're doing well, bro, and have a nice night. Thank you, More Barbarian. Having a great time. We are checking out this game that is developed by one of our community members here, Captain Vanquisher. Ooh, an emerald. 700 gold. Very nice. Very nice. I feel like I need a torch. I cannot pick that torch up though. I feel like I'm going to go in here and it's going to be very dark and scary. Okay. I can sort of see what's going on in here. Yo, this environment is litty. I mean, like, it's literally lit, but it's also lit, you know what I'm saying? It's dark AF. These corners are scary. T-Mid, well, like I was saying earlier, I kind of bounced off the, ooh, 2 emeralds. Bounced off the first Hollow Knight. I never really got deep into it. But you know what? I think I'm going to try it again. I think I'm going to try it on my Steam Deck. I feel like that could be a perfect Steam Deck game, you know? Smoke can't handle it, nor can it nose for a tuna fish. I'm sorry, the scamps just cannot be denied. This is awesome. This feels like somewhere I want to go on an adventure. Also, I am very lost though. Oh no, it's Mr. Skeldall. He did not have good bones and calcium. This is genuinely kind of eerie though. The atmosphere you have created here is genuinely eerie. Ooh, got some gold. We got some bones. I will leave the bones. Seems disrespectful to remove the bones, you know. It's okay, Argentia. And thank you, Shearwater, for slaying the scamps before they got out of control. That's right. Dude, frickin' dude. Triber says, I hope everyone has an incredible week. Gotta head out and get some things done. Thanks for having me. Triber, thank you for chilling with us. Thank you for joining us. I also hope you have a spectacular week. And I hope we see you again here soon. Have a good one, Triber. Sleep well. Oh wait, not sleep. You have things to go do. Things to get done. Well, whenever you sleep, sleep well. But in the meantime, have fun getting things done. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm getting spooked. Oh, what? Whoa, we got waterfalls, y'all. There's a ladder over there. Is there a way down, or am I just gonna die if I jump off this edge? Is there fall damage? Human femurs. How do I get down there? There's a door back further. Okay, jump. You won't. You're right, I won't. Is the door in this wall, or is the door in this wall? It is very dark in here. Help, what wall? What wall is the door in? I almost sprinted off that edge. That would have been terrible. I actually don't know if there's fall damage yet, though. Oh, a door. I found it. Nice. This is such a vibe. Vanquisher. I love it. This is such a vibe. Yo, we got some ancient ruins going on here. What's all this? Honey, I'm home. Ooh, more emeralds. Nosferatu Tuna Fish says this game feels like the weird dreams I have, where nothing happens but I just explore. It's actually not a bad dream, really. Oh, these doors have been knocked down. Let's go this way. Let's see what we can find. Some gold. So I will reiterate, y'all, this is an environmental demo for Project Maple Leaf, so it is very early. That's why there are no monsters yet. Eventually, I imagine I will be fighting monsters in here. I'll be fighting all kinds of skeletons and other bad guys. Yeah, this cave is fantastic. Yo, Thorek, you have yourself a good one. Thorek says, alright, I gotta head to bed. This game looks great so far. Thanks for sharing with everyone, Vanquisher. See you all next stream. Thorek, thank you for joining us again. You yourself have a fantastic night and an excellent week. And we will see you next time. That's epic. I feel like there would be some kind of encounter in here, you know? Like all the skellies would come out of all the walls and come after you, you know? Or something like that. Or there'd be like skeleton archers hanging out up here that would start to like plink away at you down there. Or it would be a boss fight. One or the other. Something like that. Can we open this? Or do I have to... Oh, I feel like I might have to activate this somewhere else. But where? Nosferatunafish says, I want the game version with no monsters. You hear that, Vanquisher? People want a peaceful mode. Just an exploration mode. Ooh, the skull. Skull of a human. I'll take it. One never knows when one needs a skull. I think I really should have brought a torch. That's what I'm gonna say. Yo, Toyota Corolla, what's up? You want just the version where you just pet the deer? Sorry, fire casting shadows. Well, it's not the fire that's casting the shadows. It's the bowl, the brazier. The fire's in that's casting the shadow. I'm pretty sure is what's happening there. Burn it all down. And also for tuna fish, you got some nice words. Vanquisher appreciates it, I'm sure. I mean, I don't have to say that. Vanquisher can tell you. More bones. More bones. We could have brought a torch. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I feel like we should have. This is definitely final boss vibes type room. Fight in the dark. Fight in the dark. Toyota Corolla, thank you for the hydrate request. I've got myself, obviously my spruce tree ale here, but I've also got some Zevia ginger ale, and that's what I'm going to hydrate with right now. Right now. Be a man, fight in the dark. Attractive, welcome on in. And Attractive, thank you for the 29-month sub-anniversary. I'm really glad you could make it to the stream, Attractive. And I'm really glad you're back in the sub club with our potato pals. Thank you for your continued kind support, Attractive. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing great. Attractive says, I'm late, but I'm here. I hope the stream's been good so far. It has been. We've been doing great. Thank you. Factor says, if you go back, there's another door that you open that takes you to traps. Why would I want traps? But yes, I do remember that door. Let's go back. Enjoy your lurk, Schmoke. Enjoy your lurk. Get an EP. Yo, Dark Shadow Chris, how you doing? Been busy with work. Fair enough. I feel that. I feel that. Always a pleasure to have you here, Dark Shadow Chris. Hey, thank you. Where's the potato at? Potato. Right here. This is where the potato at. You know it. You know it. Hey, Toyota Corolla, I appreciate you dropping in to say hi. That means a lot. I hope you do get some good sleep soon, though. Hope you do get some good sleep soon. Alright, let's see what's down this way. Something about traps. I should probably watch myself, I guess. An amethyst. Okay, what's your favorite gemstone, y'all? If you had to pick one gemstone, what's your favorite? Oh, okay, we got some steps. We got an empty chest. These don't look, they do not look work safe. I feel like Asha would have something to say about these stairs. Oh gosh, how am I stuck? There we go. Nord-Est. Ah, the Northwest Trading Company. I get you. Knock him over, knock him over, knock him over. Oh, another door. Attractive says, I'm good. Just got pecked in the eye by one of my chickens. I was feeding them dinner. That's so rude. That is so rude. Is your eye okay? Do you need to get that checked out? Larimar is one of my favorite gemstones. It's the first one that came to mind. I don't know what that looks like. What does Larimar look like? I recognize some Skyrim sound effects in there. I know some Skyrim sound effects when I hear them. Ilk is thinking about favorite gemstone. Arkentia says ruby. Rubies are beautiful. I really like amethysts, and I really like emeralds. Yo, what is this? Can we get this open? Or have we just come to the end? This is the end. Ooh, it's a nice looking coffin. That's plush. That's nicely lined. Vanquisher says there's a pathway to your right hidden behind vines. Oh, I need to get better at exploring, clearly. Sorry, to my right. At which point? Not here. Bruce says diamond. It's my favorite, or it's my birthstone. And they can be photovoltaic to store energy. So yeah, science is dope. Agreed. Right now, when now? When? I'm just gonna keep going. We're just gonna go bit by bit. Oh, I found it. Nice. Very sneaky, very sneaky. I got it. What's this? What's this? Important notice from the North and East Trading Company. Shay823, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Welcome on in. Garnet's a nice stone, knows for a tuna fish. My wife used to have lots of garnet jewelry. Less now. She has lots of amethyst. Tanzanite is also a really favorite of hers. Larimar is volcanic. It looks like blue ocean waves. That sounds lovely. Okay, attractive. Fine, but just a bit sore. I'm glad that they didn't cause more damage than that. Getting pecked in the eye could be really bad. Ilk says, I'm not sure about the favorite gemstone question. I don't know enough gemstones to choose one yet. That's fair. That's fair. Do you have a favorite color, Ilk? Maybe you'd like a gemstone of that color. Nosfer Tuna Fish says, I went to an art fair and I got to look at a lot of nice jewelry and try out some, but I didn't buy anything. That's fair. It can be expensive. Oh, Beirut Smoky Quartz is lovely. My wife also has some smoky quartz jewelry. Yeah, Tanzanite is nice. Ilk, if I had to pick like one favorite gemstone, probably emerald, I guess. Ironically, I don't have any emerald jewelry of any kind. To be fair, I don't have much jewelry. Oh, that's not true. I lied. I do. I have a wedding ring, which has emeralds in it. That's embarrassing. I forgot. I forgot that my wedding ring has emeralds in it. They're small. There's emerald chips, but you can see them there. I like emeralds. I like amethysts. I like opals. Opals are lovely. Thank you, Arkentia, and also for tuna fish. Yeah, this was from an Etsy seller, but we kind of combined a couple of rings that they do. We got the oak and the acorns, and then the owl on the inside, and then the emeralds in the oak and the acorns. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful ring. Yeah, I really love it. Thank you. Okay, what does it say here? Important notice from the North and East Trading Company. Ushgor has suspended the excavation of the ruins until further notice. You are required to seal the doors and evacuate remaining men to the exterior of the site until further notice. Any trespassers are subject to extreme punishment and even the death penalty from the Order of the High Ring. Yikes. But why? What could be in the ruins that they demanded that they stop excavating? So we can go this way. Oh, I see, this was the excavation crew was in here. This is where they slept. This actually looks quite cozy. Oh, we've got some letters. Can we read them? Letter from Freakdag. We just unveiled a new tunnel path leading to a staircase. There's just one problem. There's a trap system of swinging axes that we have no way of stopping. One of the others tripped and got shredded to bits. If it was up to me, I would call this place a lost cause. Nothing has come out of this that was positive. We lost 15 men, 3 dead, and 12 abandoned us. I don't get paid enough for this job. Legoas Jorgenstein. Holy raid o'clock night. Wow, we got lots. We just nutted. Victor Big Nuts coming on in. Welcome, Big Nutters. We're gonna go with that, Big Nutters. Freaking. I love it. I love it. Victor Big Nuts, welcome on in. Thank you so much for joining us. And Raiders that came on in. Nessa, J-Town, welcome. We appreciate you joining us. What were you guys up to over there? Thank you for giving that shout out to Victor Big Nuts. Truly, I do not know what you stream. What were you streaming? Tell us. What is this? Oh, I feel like there's some asset that's not quite working out here, Vanquisher. There's some glowing exclamation marks. Or wait, is that intentional? That's like a quest thing. Like, hey, look at this. That makes sense. That's probably intentional. I'm just scrolling back a little bit. Y'all, thank you again for that shout out. Make sure you go hit that heart. Follow Victor Big Nuts, a long-time member of this community. The whisper thingy. You were doing the whisper thingy. Were you doing some ASMR? Were you? I don't actually know. I would like to know, though. C-Mat says my favorite gemstone is your eyes. Flattery will get you everywhere, C-Mats. Pop quiz, what color are my eyes? They're green, like emeralds. Like emeralds. Maybe that's why I like emeralds. Also, Tuna Fisher says, oh man, you're making me want to get married now. For the nice ring. I want a nice husband to get him a cute custom wedding band. I mean, you could get a cute ring for anybody, even yourself. Ain't no one gonna stop you. Oh, no worries, Elk. No, I appreciate the question. Yeah, think about a color. Maybe we can find a gemstone for you. I just realized we just nutted did not come through. I just had to allow it, Nessa, to come through. If you know what I'm saying. Mario319, welcome. Vanquisher says, Nick, you gotta explore the sewer next, and after that, Kingsman Mine, which is my favorite. Okay, let's make sure we get those in. Thank you for welcoming in, everybody. Eyelash. By the way, hey, hello, hi. If it's your first time here, pleasure to meet you. My name's Nick. I'm the ASMR nerd. I do ASMR gaming and chatting. Sometimes more chatting than actual gaming. tonight we are checking out a game from a member of our community, our very own Captain Vanquisher. Wow, there's lots to read in here. But Vanquisher, I'm going to follow your advice and check out. What did Vanquisher say we ought to check out? What was it again? It was a mine and the sewer and the Kingsman mine. So can I access those from here? Kingsman mine is the sewer in here. Waterfront bread and breakfast. That sounds cute. By the way, Mario, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Wow, there's lots of the Arkansas sewers. Potato Boy DVD, how's it going over on YouTube? Potato Boy DVD says, well, that was something to come into the stream. Welcome, big nutters. Potato Boy DVD, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Glad you're here with us. The sewers here, it says, under the town of Jorgenstall lays a vast network of tunnels serving as the sewer system for the town, home to sewer rats and the occasional giant northern centipede. Yikes. However, for many years, sounds of worship and demonic sounds have been heard coming from the lower chambers of the sewers. Let's go check out the sewers, y'all. Like I said, nothing says fantasy RPG like some good sewers. By the way, thank you for the rain, y'all, whoever that was. Half Blink, thank you for the downpour. Nosferatu and a fish says the most precious thing in life is to have someone you want to buy jewelry for. That's very sweet. That's a nice way of thinking of it. Nice, have fun, Argentia. Enjoy the Minecraft. Alright, let's check out these sewers. I like that lighting. That's nice. That's really nicely done. Yo, what's up, Absurd Abstract? Welcome. And the little water drops coming down. It's nice details. Oh, very nice. Very cool area. Yeah, I love the lighting. Game under construction, more will be added in another update. There will be more stuff over here. Just not yet. Just not yet. I'm doing great, Potato Boy DVD. Thank you. Glad to be checking out something awesome made by a member of this community. This is very dark. Can I open this? I don't even know. I can't tell what's there. I can't see it. It's so dark. But I don't think we can open it right now. Perhaps. Perhaps. Eyelash, thank you for being our manual follow age bot. Good night, Argentia. Enjoy the rest of the VOD when you get to it. Argentia's got some nice words for Vanquisher about this game so far. The rain is not part of the game. It's just one of my filters. No, it's for a tuna fish. It's a channel points request that people can make. Yo, what is this? This is cozy. I like that carpet. Yeah, good night, Argentia. Sleep well. This looks like some kind of hideout, maybe. It's a lot of books. Also, what's this? Oh, it's a cupboard, I see. With fine clothing. But what's the glowy thing? I'm taking the clothing. different classes, okay. Oh, nice animation. Chest. Ooh, some bread. Some wheat bread. Some gold and amethyst. Very nice. Let's run. Yeah, these areas are awesome, Vanquisher. You've done a fantastic job. They look excellent. Question. Is there going to be a local map? Oh, I see. Or do you just kind of have to navigate these dungeons by memory? Because either way can work. Like a local map obviously makes it easier, but not having that map makes it a little more perilous, but potentially more engaging. Ooh, that looks tasty. What we got? What we got? That's a big freaking cheese wheel. In the style of Skyrim. We're gonna eat a whole dang cheese wheel. We've got potato soup. Potato soup. A soup made with cooked potatoes and a broth of cream. Something. Cream and seasonings. And cheese cut. It's more like a whole cheese freaking wheel. From the Everglade Mountains. I like it. Yo, what's up, Mr. Sky? Welcome. Giant food in this game. You know, sometimes I want some giant food. What's this? Emils and Sons Winery. Elderberry wine. Wait, I didn't want to open the nightstand. I just want the wine. There we go. Can I pick up the chalice? A medium goblet. I love how you have a description for everything. That's a ton of work, Vanquisher. Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Sky? It's another there'll be more here in the future kind of wall. Alright, I think we've reached the end of this this part of the dungeon anyway. Alpha Soul asks if I'll be playing the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, the remaster. Yes, we have a character that we have been playing a little bit. Oh yeah, I think that was where I couldn't get in. We haven't played for a couple of weeks, but we will definitely get back to it. No doubt. Mr. Sky says, I'm doing good, thanks. I started my internship, which is going awesomely. Excellent. And just trying to get this degree done at the same time. That's a lot. That's ambitious. But I believe in you. You can do it. The degree sucks, though. I'm sorry to hear that part. Cool, you'll be waiting, Alpha Soul. I hope that you can make it back again another time when we are... Oh, we came down this way. When we are playing some Oblivion. Perhaps next weekend we could play some Oblivion. I would like to get back to it. We just got ourselves a castle, so... I love the way you've done the lighting in this environment, Vanquisher. It looks rad. And I can't wait to see more of what you've got planned for the sewers. Also, once we've got some baddies to fight in here. There was one other place that you mentioned, Vanquisher, and that was the Kingsman's Mine, is that right? Let's go check it out. Oh, Mr. Sky, anytime, of course. You need some encouragement, you've come to the right place, you're gonna crush it. Whatever you got going on, you're gonna crush it. Yeah, like Eyelash Hippo says. Just like that. This mine is spooky, Vanquisher. This mine is spooky. I love the lighting effects you got going on here too. What are they mining here? It probably said in the level thing, eh? Kingsman's Mine is a mine once used by the King's Royal Miners to mine for riches, including diamonds, gold, and iron over 1,000 years ago. Now used by the Emil and Sons Winery for their storage and winery. See, we saw the wine. However, something about the disappearance of many citizens by nearby villages brings to question what actually goes on here. Let's dark. What does actually go on here? Why are the villagers disappearing? Is that a body? No, it's just a bag. I thought it was a body bag. Now you got me spooked. Bruce, that is some fantastic advice. Play the game like you've already won. Relax and just enjoy your work. That's actually a fantastic philosophy. That is an excellent philosophy. Yo, this looks cool. I don't know what's going on down there exactly, but this looks cool. Such colors. These potions. What is going on here? Well, some pickaxes. Makes sense for mine. Some hammocks for the miners. Getcha. Nothing in that chest. Right, Eyelash? It's really well done. Yo, Smuggler K, what's up? Smuggler K says this is becoming my favorite type of stream. Quiet, some games, whispers, and definitely good vibes, even when I'm at work. I'm glad you enjoy it, because it's the type of stream I like doing. Just hanging out, chatting, gaming a little bit. Just keeping it real, keeping it chill. I like the little floating bits of motes of dust you've got as well. That looks really cool, Vanquisher. Where are we going? Who knows? Maybe we'll find all those missing villagers down here somewhere. Who can say? Who can say? Whoa. What's all this? I feel like there shouldn't be cages in a wine storage mine, you know? That ain't right. Okay, we can go up the stairs there. Okay, maybe that's the only way we can go. Oh no, there's something down there too. This place is spooky. Can we turn the rain off? No, it's gonna go for a little bit longer. The rain was a downpour request, so that's 20 minutes rain, I believe, or 15. Can't remember. It'll go for a bit longer, but it will stop. It will stop eventually. Smuggler K says, I like the decorations behind you too. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Are you planning on adding more stuff? Yes. So I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but I'm gonna have all kinds of nerd stuff down here. We're gonna have like my games and my consoles and you know, figurines and that kind of stuff. And I think I'm gonna put Lieutenant Titus, my massive Weta Studios Lieutenant Titus, right there. So he's gonna be huge. And then all up on the wall, I've got pegboards I'm gonna mount, and they're gonna have keyboards, all my keyboards all over them. So we're gonna have a wall of keyboards up there. And then each of these little cubbies here, each little cubby is gonna have like LED lights in it, like colored lights, like a LED light strip that goes through them all. And so it's all gonna be glowing and lit, the whole thing. It's gonna be lit. Yes, this is dual streamed to YouTube, Twitch and YouTube, No Fortuna Fish, both at the same time. Wait, hold on, I gotta switch back so you guys can see the game. So we're gonna go up these stairs here, find out what's going on up here. Like these lights, the dynamic shadows. Well, I don't know if they're dynamic, but even if they're baked, they look cool as heck. Where are we going? Endless spiral. Oh, we found the end. It's not endless. This place is really spooky. Yo, this is like banquet halls surrounded by spider webs. What's going on up here? That's right, Nose for a Tuna Fish. Yes, I'm replying to people on both YouTube and Twitch. Also, there, the rain has stopped. The rain has stopped. What is this? What did we just pick up? Moldy bread. Ew. Gross. Gross. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh no. Vanquisher, I think I found a bug. The mouse over. I closed my inventory while I was had the tooltip mouse over, and now, oh no, it's another one. I don't think they're gonna go away. So there's a little bug for you. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, I will remind you all once again, this is a very early environmental demo. The game has a lot to be done yet, so bugs like this are to be expected. I imagine when we load a new area, that'll go away. Naga says the vibes are so cozy. I agree. We're not having to fight anything, so that makes for some very cozy vibes, even in a spooky dungeon. Even in a spooky dungeon. Wow, this place just keeps going. This looks like it would have taken forever. There's a lot of detail and clutter in here. Lots of clutter. And maybe some answers to the mystery of where the villagers have gone. Yo, what's this? Got some wine. Old fermented wine. Fermented. That's a little typo, perhaps, but fermented. Found at the abandoned ruins of the dwarves. Oh, have we broken through into a dwarven ruin? That makes so much sense. The miners broke through into a dwarven ruin made of ice berries. It's been sitting in here for thousands of years. You can finally see the game again now that the rain has stopped. Yakinono says this is totally my favorite stream. I like this more than some of my group meditations. Also, I have a city hearing over the apartment fiasco tomorrow. My goodness, well, I'm sure it will all go just fine. It's going to work out for you, Yakinono. But yeah, that could be stressful. I can definitely see that. So I'm glad we can help you find some peace, some relaxation tonight. Smuggler K, the keyboard I'm using is my old workhorse these days, the AL75 from Yunzi. The AL75. Moldy bread, do not eat. Do not eat. Good job finding the bug. Thank you. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. We're not trying to set chat on fire. You're just saying it's lit in here. I get you. I get you. Vanquisher says that's odd. How did you close the inventory without moving your mouse? That's maybe just escape. Let's find out. Let's find out. Bruce says, I know I keep referencing it, but they've taken the bridge in the second hall. They are coming. Drums in the deep. It is such a great moment in that movie, Bruce. Now you're making me want to go watch Fellowship. I might have to watch it again sometime soon. It's such a fantastic film. Full of so many great moments. Let's see. Let's see, Vanquisher. I open the inventory. I mouse over. And I press I to close it again. It opens and closes. Oh no. Oh no. Also, I'm not sure if items are disappearing, but I had... Oh, I guess they are because I loaded into a new zone. That makes sense. Yeah, they're not persistent between zones. Oh, you can't see. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry. 1 second. There you go. We're helping Vanquisher find all the bugs. So I press I to open the inventory, then I mouse over the thing, and then I press I to close it, and the tooltip stays there. I press I mouse over the thing, I press I again, and the inventory closes, and the tooltip stays. Break it again. I'll do it again. Let's pick up something else and break it again. Let's pick up more wine. Oh wait, that's just our stack of wine, but there you go. Hopefully that'll help you. Smuggler cases, I knew it had to be a good keyboard from the amazing sounds. Again, this keyboard, 100% stock. I didn't mod it, I didn't even build it or anything. It just came out of the box like that. Yunzi knows how to make some nice keyboards. Yeah, there's a few typos I've noticed in for a tuna fish, but you know, that's a polish thing. I'm sure that comes as you polish the game up in its later stages, for sure. They have a cave troll. It's true, Bruce. He's just like, they have a cave troll. Just so you know. They have pizza. Guess we'll just see moldy bread for the rest of the exploration of this interior. Go down the other mine tunnel you passed just a few ago. Where? This way? I don't know if I could find it again. I'm pretty lost, I have to admit. Maybe I should, port somewhere. Oh, this way. Gotcha. Maybe I should port somewhere to remove the moldy bread and old fermented wine off of my screen. Sprint. I'm running, Vanquisher. I'm running. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm running. They're coming. They're coming. Run. They have a cave troll. Yo. Oh, that's awesome. That's gorgeous. Look at that, guys. You can hear the birds chirping up there too. I don't know if you can, but we've got a forage here. Oh, a sword. Can I pick it up? I cannot. Give me sword. It's shiny. I like that material. It's very nice. Give a sword. Give. Oh. Pick up all the ingots. Every single ingot. Is there an inventory limit? Will I eventually run out of space? Will I weigh myself down? If I pick up one off the bottom, do the rest fall? Let's find out. Not yet. A physics. A physics. I love it. Yo, what's up, Leo Rar? Hello and welcome. This is a very cool interior. I think this is probably my favorite so far. Vanquisher. They've all been pretty cool, but this one's rad. Super rad. However, all good things must come to an end, and unfortunately, this stream is reaching its end. So why don't we teleport back? Should we just go back to the Isle of Hoyd? I don't know. Should we go there? Wait, is that the whole island that we're on? Maybe that's where we are. Does that just take us back to the exterior? I'm not sure if that's the whole name of the island or not. Maybe the Northern Hoyd. To your left, down that large tunnel, is another mine shaft. Where's that? Sorry. To your left, down. Oh, that is my blood sugar, my blood glucose. Apparently it was low. Apologies, friends. Hopefully that wasn't too jarring. I hope it wasn't too jarring. Misha 777-666-333-22888. Thank you for the follow. Oh, the ingots. That's right, Ilk. Sorry. To your left. The Isle of Hoyd is the main island. Got it. Okay, gotcha. To your left, down that large tunnel, is another mine shaft. Somewhere down this way. Yeah, this water feature is awesome. He's gorgeous. He's beautiful. Eyelash, I appreciate the snack request. But I'm probably just going to wrap up the stream because I gotta be boring. I gotta get to bed. Oh, I see. This is the tunnel you're talking about. I gotta get to bed so I can get up and work tomorrow. I gotta work on a manuscript for a paper. Gotta get that paper published. You know how it is. Where are we going? Wait, what? What was the block for? What did I do? Oh, this is super cool. Yo. This place is crazy. Look at those chandeliers. I feel like that's going to drop on my head and murder me. Look at how spiky it is. I would just like to remind you all once again that every single model you see in here, model, texture, whatever, this was all done by Vanquisher, by himself. That's a crazy amount of work. That's an insane amount of work. Like, not only were all these levels and areas built by him, but also all the assets were made by him. The bonk is for letting your blood sugar get low. Rude. Rude. Stupid diabetic let his blood sugar get low. Hit him on the head. Bonk. I don't even know where I'm going at this point. Truly, truly. What's all this? Oh, more wine. This is a massive wine cellar. Oh, we got a book. Business Inquiries of Emil & Sons Winery. Profit margins. This week saw a 12% increase in overall sales. I will have to personally thank the sales representative in Arkansas for his efforts, because they're paying off. I'm swimming in cash. Remind Uriel to send 1,500 dines to the mercenaries at Fort Storin, and tell them to double the arsenal. Hoyd will be ours soon. Whoa! What is going on here? This winery is actually financing some kind of uprising, some kind of rebellion, some kind of takeover. Also, are these the same wine guys that the hunter at the beginning was talking about? Is this the place that he came to and got murdered? Probably. Probably. What a fool. Imagine like getting a disease. Absolute dummy over here. The bottles of Dreary Mayor are working a treat. People are none the wiser. Mork has let me know in my hour of worship that he is very pleased. What? Are they, is this like mind control wine? Very pleased. His blessings on me keep making me stronger. Soon I will make my biggest move, killing the High King. Spoilers. Spoilers. Lol, just get a stronger immune system. Obviously, Nugget. Reminder, you'll have to take all profits to the vaults. We need to save as much as possible. Also, I have a meeting at the Northeast Trading Company's headquarters in Asjorgen, going to negotiate prices on Imperial grapes. I don't know what we just uncovered, but there's some serious shit going down here. Some serious shit. Oh yeah, you're right. I guess my immune system is too strong, so strong that it damaged itself. Well, that is quite a wrinkle, Vanquisher. But you know what? I'm gonna save the rest for later, for when I can play through more of this and see more of what there is to see. When it's a bit more complete, rather than spoiling the rest of it for myself. So I'm gonna head back. Let's head back to the main island here. I think this will dump us on the beach where we started. I'm guessing. Indeed it does. Welcome back, friends, to the outside. We did not make it to the lighthouse after all. But you know what? We did explore some other pretty cool places. And I'm glad we did. I had an awesome time exploring the lands of RØDE. I believe this is RØDE. And clearly there's a lot to see here. I will remind you all once again that this is an in-development game codenamed Project Maple Leaf, being solo developed by hobbyist indie developer Captain Vanquisher in our chat here. He's been working on this for some years now, and continues to do so when he has the time available. I look very forward to seeing what comes of Project Maple Leaf in the future, including an official name reveal. And one day, I imagine we'll have a Steam page that we can check out, where you could wishlist the game. Vanquisher, do you have anywhere that people can go right now if they want to learn more about this game? Or is the best thing to do just to sit tight and wait for more info from yourself? Because in the future, we could always check this out again at a later point once it's, contact on Discord. Alright. Well, y'all can find Vanquisher on this community's Discord, but I know Vanquisher also has his own Discord. Is it, remind me, Vanquisher, Paradise Island Studios? Is that right? I can share. Do you have a link to the Discord, perhaps, that we could share here? If you want to DM me a link to your Discord, then I can share that in the chat so that others who are interested could join your Discord. How about that? That's probably the best way to do it. So yeah, why don't you just DM me a Discord link? That'd be awesome. And then I can share that with people here. Ilk says, I was thinking of a gem with green and earthy colors that was kind of clear. You found some gems like that during the stream. Opal variations. Oh, very cool. That reminds me. Hold on, let me go see. I have some opal cufflinks. They're technically black opal, but they have a bit of a greenishness to them. Maybe they'd be interesting to you, Ilk. I'll be right back while Vanquisher gets that Discord link, and then I'll show you these opals. 1 second. So look at opals, but not a snack. Typical. You're right, Eyelash. You're right. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but you can see. Oh, that actually shows up really nicely. Look at that. So these are black opals, or this is black opal. I have a matching one, but it's actually got lovely shades of green in it. I wore these at my wedding. These are the cufflinks I wore at my wedding. Isn't it beautiful? This is a natural opal. You can get synthetic opals, but this is a natural one. Set in sterling silver. Trobe, thank you also for the blood sugar check. I'm going to refund both you and Eyelash your points there, because I'm going to go get something to eat in a second anyway, and I know my blood sugar is low. So let's see. Vanquisher has shared a link. So for those of you who is Paradise Valley, right? Not Paradise Island, Paradise Valley. So Vanquisher's development studio, which is just Vanquisher currently, but maybe one day, could be more. Vanquisher's development studio is Paradise Valley Studios, and you can find a link to Vanquisher's Discord right here. That is the best place where you can stay up to date on Project Maple Leaf and its ongoing development, and perhaps participate in future demos and beta tests if you'd like to see more of the game as it progresses. That's the place to do it. So please go check out Vanquisher's Discord there, sign up, and help support the development, the ongoing development of Project Maple Leaf. I'm excited to find out the actual name one of these days, and to play more of the game as it progresses. And on that note, my friends, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, because like I said, I have work in the morning like a boring adult, and also I gotta go get some food for my low blood sugar. So Yakinono said, this blows my mind. It's like Crazed Ape. Do you mean Concerned Ape? The Stardew Valley developer? But Crazed Ape is also very fun. Boo, adulting. I agree. Still not go. I agree. Oh, you're welcome, Elk. I hope you liked it. One last thing before we wrap it up here, and that is to find ourselves someone to go raid. We were the very lucky recipients of a bunch of raids tonight. We had Busy Bunny, we had Draconis, we had Victor Big Nuts, and we had ASMR Punk all come on in and visit tonight and share their awesome communities with us. So let's go find somebody else streaming right now that we can take all these good vibes and go visit. Alright? Now my plan was originally to raid Draconis, ASM artist, but Drake raided us. So instead, let's go see about raiding Amy Pie, longtime friend of the channel, awesome ASM artist here on Twitch. Let's see if Amy Pie is taking raids right now. So if you are joining us on Twitch, or if you're watching on Twitch, you can just sit tight, hang out in the chat, and in about a minute or so, you will be whisked away to Amy Pie's stream. It looks like, yes, it looks like she's taking a raid. So friends, sit tight, and soon we will be over in Amy Pie's chat, where you can enjoy some top quality tingles and a wonderful community of an awesome creator over there. And if you're on YouTube, well, unfortunately, you'll have to come on over to the Twitch stream if you want to join us for the raid. Vanquisher, once again, thank you so much for sharing your awesome looking game with us, this Project Maple Leaf. It is clear that a ton of work has gone into this. There's a lot of heart in here, and it's shaping up awesome. And I myself, as well as others here, I'm sure, will be eagerly following your development progress. Even if it takes another 5 years or a decade to get it out there, I look forward to checking it out as it progresses. And one day, playing the finished game. Thanks again for sharing it with us, Vanquisher. I did have some fun with it. I would love to check it out again in the future. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I appreciate y'all choosing to spend your valuable time here, making this a better place just by being here. Love you all. Love our mods. I will see you all a week from now, next Sunday.